Good evening, friends, and welcome back to the Aura News broadcast. We hope you had a wonderful weekend. It is now time for our daily English Flash News edition. And as always, I'm Daniel Cook, your host, bringing you the latest news in Tirana and beyond. In today's news, the Constitutional Court has officially rejected the request of the Democratic Party to postpone or cancel the new territorial reform. After some deliberation, the Constitutional Court has now published its final decision on its official website. After analyzing the request of the interested subjects, the Constitutional Court decided to reject this request, states the official announcement. As of yet, no explanation has been offered by the court to clarify their decision. A little while before this announcement was published, the Prime Minister of Albania wrote his thoughts on Twitter. The decision of the Constitutional Court is a decision that will seal a historic reform and create the path for reorganizing the territory and the social services, wrote Prime Minister Rama. On its part, the Democratic Party stated that they will take further measures once the Constitutional Court has explained its decision. The President of Albania has officially selected a date for the local 2015 elections. The President has chosen June 21st of 2015 to hold the local elections. This date does not come as a surprise to the political realm. In fact, it was expected. The Albanian media wrote this morning that in all likelihood, the new date would be June 21st. The Electoral Code gives the President the right and the responsibility to determine the day that the Albanian people will vote on their local leadership. The Electoral Code clearly states that the President must decide the date a full 9 months before the end of the current local mandate, which in this case is September 15th of 2015. Therefore, the President had to choose one of the weekends of June to hold the local elections, and his choice of June 21st was not surprising. Albanians can all look forward to the 21st of June as a day to go out and make their voices heard by casting their votes in the local elections. The head of the Economic Commission has requested the removal of 2 of the members of the Supervisory Council of the Central Bank of Albania. According to Erion Bratse, these 2 members are involved in the forums of the Democratic Party, and their discharge should put an end to the illegality in the most important financial institution in the country. He made this statement on the problem. I would like to appeal to every responsible institution to solve the problems that are related to 2 of the members of the Central Bank Supervisory Council. They have broken the law and the articles of the Central Bank by participating and even being elected as members in the forums of the Democratic Party. Any institution that has the power to solve this problem must act and discharge these 2 members of the Supervisory Council of the Central Bank, stated the head of the Economic Commission. He added that the deadline for the Parliament to propose the new candidates for the Supervisory Council has already passed. He requested that the Secretary of the Parliament take his responsibility and start the hearing sessions for the 15 people who are candidates for the Supervisory Council. He said, "The administration of the Parliament has already passed every deadline for electing its candidates. I appeal to the General Secretary to take responsibility and organize a hearing session as soon as possible with the 15 candidates that want to become members of the Supervisory Council." The members of the Economic Commission have approved the discharge of Adrian Civici, who resigned from his duty 3 months ago, leaving the Supervisory Council. Prime Minister Edi Rama has written a letter expressing his personal gratitude for all those families who have begun to pay their electricity bills. The Prime Minister presented the letter to the public today. In it, he wishes these families a very happy holiday season. He thanked them for paying their bills, and he expressed his determination to put an end to the theft of electricity. The following is just a piece of the letter that our Prime Minister wrote. The regular payments of electricity bills are showing that we must work together to put an end to the problem of electricity theft. Electricity must not be paid for only by a fraction of the population. I am grateful that you are setting a good example to the others. Happy New Year, and I wish prosperity upon you and your families. The Democratic Party reacted very negatively to this letter, saying that it was like a letter from hell. According to them, Rama's wishes are the biggest hypocrisy that he can possibly display. They released a statement in reply. The measures that have been taken so far by this government have increased the poverty level in this country. Prime Minister Rama has not increased pensions or wages. He has failed to improve the economic situation. He has increased unemployment and misery. He has turned the electricity distribution sector into a living hell, stated the Democratic Party. Every business that has customs fees to pay can now pay them through an online payment system called iPayment. According to the Director of Customs, this new system will lower the level of corruption and increase transparency. This new service comes as the result of an agreement that was signed by the General Directorate of Customs and the Albanian Post Office. On his part, the director of the Albanian Post Office said that this new service will save a great deal of time. The General Director of Customs said that in January of 2015, Customs will launch yet another online enhancement, a program called e-signature. The Albanian Ministry of Defense has revealed some of the objectives for the Albanian military in the year 2015. Our military will continue to be deployed on the missions in Kosovo and Afghanistan. According to the Ministry of Defense, these are just two of the objectives for 2015. The minister confirmed that our country will continue to give its contribution to these efforts and will continue to be a part of the mission against terrorism, a mission led by the United States of America. The Minister of Defense also added that Albania is part of the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, and for this reason, Albania must continue to play an important role in bringing stability to the region. She also added that Albania must contribute even more to the induction of other countries into the alliance of NATO. It has been announced that vehicles that operate with a steering wheel on the right side will soon no longer be allowed on the streets of Albania. The new road code clearly states that drivers who are currently using these types of vehicles will have a one-year grace period in which to make the proper mechanical changes. After this, cars with right-side steering wheels will not be permitted on the roads. On another topic, the new road code states gives the ticket costs for the infraction of running a red light. The fines for running through red lights will now vary from 20,000 to 30,000 lek. Some of the deputies of the majority have requested that the fines should be only 10,000 lek. Still others are saying that cameras should be set up to determine whether drivers have broken the law. The New Year's celebration are coming, and everybody in Tirana is rushing out to buy gifts for their loved ones. The Albanian traditional crafts are a good way to wish a happy new year to your loved ones, since these gifts represent the tradition and history of Albania. Traditional costumes are one of the favorite gifts of the Albanian people. At the handicraft fair at the Pyramid, there were nearly 40 people who presented more than 200 pieces of their best work for sale. This fair is organized and supported by the Ministry of Social Welfare and will be open until Tuesday. That is all the news for this evening. We hope you join us again tomorrow at 6 p.m. for more Albanian news in English right here on Aura News. Thank you and good night.